영국에 있는 변호사님이 차별금지법이 통과된 다음에 세상에 대한 영상을 보았습니다. 제가 그 영상을 보면서 야, 우리나라는 절대 통과돼서는 안 되겠다. 정말 우리나라만큼은 꼭 막아야 되겠다는 그런 생각을 했었습니다.
Anti-Christian bias is a predisposition against an individual or a group wholly or partly due to their Christian beliefs or practices. Who would have thought that this could possibly happen in the United Kingdom? Well, it has. Who would think today that it could possibly happen in South Korea? Well, it could. So, anti-Christian bias first includes stereotyping Christians in a negative fashion, or representing Christian beliefs as oppressive, or backwards, or irrational, or hateful. It deals with mainstreaming the equality agenda, so mainstream and applauding and celebrating gay icon figures. And any that don't celebrate but continue to speak Christian orthodoxy on the subject are vilified as hateful and backward and irrational and not with the times. This also includes individuals, employers, organisations and even government actors going out of their way to respect the demands of other faiths or beliefs, but not of Christians. The bias against Christians is rarely, if ever, challenged by the political or media class in the United Kingdom and in the West. It's become one of the few acceptable prejudices in the United Kingdom that it has become culturally acceptable. Anti-Christian discrimination is discrimination against a person or a group of people wholly or partly due to their Christian beliefs or practices. This would include discrimination against someone because of his or her beliefs about marriage, life, the unborn children, or sexual ethics. It would also include discrimination against someone because they have a conscientious objection to sensitive moral matters such as abortion or compelled use of transgender programs. One of the chief problems facing Christians in the United Kingdom today, especially those who faithfully adhere to biblical belief, is the shocking level of religious illiteracy in our culture. For more than 2 decades, both the media and the LGBT campaigning groups have hammered it into the collective consciousness that any opposition to any campaigning goal of the LGBT community or to homosexual behaviour itself is hateful, homophobic, small-minded. Biblical Christian belief during this period has been attacked ruthlessly along these same lines. That is why it's vital that the churches and that Christians in public life speak lovingly but strongly and clearly and in truth into the public arena at this time, at the very beginning that these laws begin to take shape and place in the society of South Korea. In our nation, the Christian voices that have dissented have been very few. Churches have far too often not defended biblical belief, but have instead gone quiet on it, sought to be loving and caring, sought to say very clearly, we are places of welcome, we do not judge, which of course is true, but then not to say anything about the truth of God's moral code. They've got on the defence to prove that they're not the type of Christian who would be an enemy of homosexuality. This is why in South Korea it is vital that we talk about the truth when it comes to sexual ethics from the get-go of this anti-discrimination legislation.